have these 4 rectangles and I want them to essentially grow on screen one after the other. So I want to create it in a way that it's easy for me to adjust and I don't have to fiddle with too many keyframes. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that all my scales are disconnected, like the X and Y values, which is done. And then for rectangle 1, I'll create a keyframe. I'm going to hold Shift and Alt, and then the right key to move that forward 10 frames, and then another 10 frames, and I'll make it 0 on the X. And then I'm going to select the keyframes, F9 for easy ease. And then I just want to, speed graph. I just want to make it come on quickly and then ease into that, the end of it. So if you see, I like that. That's satisfying. Awesome. Okay, now what I want to do is connect the rectangle 2 above it using this pick whip on the scale value to the scale value of rectangle 1. And now you'll see they'll come on together, which is obviously not what we want. So we need to fix this expression. So if I go in here and I add a time delay, a value at time, so I go dot value at time, double click, and I say time -1, then it's going to come on 1 second after, rectangle 2 is going to come on 1 second after rectangle 1, which is great. But if we copy this, let's right click, copy expression only, and paste it into these 2 other rectangles, and we play that back, we see that they all come on at the same time, which is not what we want. So we need a time delay. So what we can do is, let's Control Z, get rid of those expressions, is what we want to do is say index -1 or index +1. So in this case, it's +1. And that just means, so this layer, but the layer below. So we want to delay it by the timing of the layer below. So if I say index +1, if it was from the one above, it would be -1. Essentially, it's the same thing. It looks the same here. But if we copy this expression and paste it onto the 2 above, then each of them are reading the layers below to understand when it needs to appear, which is awesome. Except we can do better than that, because if we add a control layer and put our timing, this timing on a control layer, then all we have to do, if we need to adjust the timing for the composition later on, is click 1 or make one number, change one number. So I'm trying to do things while I'm talking, so I'm obviously not very good at it. So on this control layer, I'm going to go Effect, Expression Control, Slider Control. I'll call this Time Delay, and we'll set that to 1. Let's get rid of these. Actually, we won't get rid of it. Okay, so in this one, first of all, on our control layer, we want to lock that so that it stays there. So instead of the -1, I'm going to delete the -1 and pick whip up to this slider delay. So now it's going to read the time on that delay to know when it should come on. So, essentially, it's going to do the same thing. So you're not going to really notice a difference. But you will once we've done all of these. So delete that 1, pick whip up to slider, same thing here, delete the 1, pick whip up to the slider. Okay, again, we go back to the beginning, it's going to look the same. But now, let's say we don't like the timing. We actually want it to be quicker. All we have to do is change one number. Let's say we want it even quicker than that. Hey, how awesome. So that's it. Hope that was helpful.